Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our crazy farming simulator series. But that's all planted there. This is all grass over here. We've got a seed drill up there that we're going to need to move. And then we've got these three down here, which are all going to be done next month. I could go and do the potatoes straight away, but I don't want to. I want to leave that until I've got a seed drill that is actually capable of doing it properly. So I'm going to bring you this seed drill here, although we're only leasing it. I'm probably going to, if I can change this one over and add in the extra crops, then it could very well end up being a seed drill that we buy. Now, I am going to need somewhere in a shed to be able to put all of these machines. Now, these are being leased. I did say in this series that I would only be buying stuff as and when I could afford to, you know, put it in a shed properly. Technically, that still stands, because technically, at the moment, I'm not actually... Alright, we've got that other seed drill. I'm going to return that one, although it's full of seed. It's only a few thousand. You know, it is a few thousand worth of seed that I've got in it, but there's a lot of seed in it. Alright, you know what? I'm going to take this seed drill here, and I'm going to drive up to the other one. I'm going to put what I can into this seed drill. It's only 2,000. Let's not worry about it. Let's just send it back, because honestly, we're going to be prattling around with it for ages if we don't. So we'll go into here. I'll go to seeders, and that one I'm going to return it just like that. Gone. Right. Okay. And all the seed that I went and purchased and put into it as well has also now gone. So then I want to go to this one, and slurry tanks is that one right there. And that's the other one that I prepared ready for this round of recording, because we have one that is not right. And I just seen a thingy right there. There's a horse right there. Let's pick that one up. 8 more horses to be found. We get 1,000 euros per collectible found. I didn't know what miscellaneous item I had come up on my list a little while ago, and it was pointed out in the comments section that it was because of the it was the thingies that the Husbandry calls it that were coming up, the prizes that I've been finding, which is pretty cool. So I want this tanker here, and I'm going to take this one back up to the dealership, and we're going to return it, because I now have a slightly different version of this tanker that I would like to use. So let's just wiggle in and out of here. And we'll go on up here. I like this idea of keeping these hedgerows. These two bits here, now that I've gone and done that, I actually really like that idea. I think that's really good. I'm quite pleased with that. I think that's going to be an overall pleasing result. And bring you up through here. Now, the only issue I've got with this tanker, like, I really, really like this tanker. It's cheap, and it's easy to use, and there's another thing right there. The only issue that I've got with it is that it does drift around a lot when it's filling up. I have no idea how to cure that. Whether you've got to make it heavier or something, I don't know, but I'm not really sure. So there's another collectible just been found. This one here, I will go over there and tank 40 dolly right there. I'll sell that back for 16,000. Actually, I'm going to do the repaint and repair. Sell. There we go. Right. And I have 152,000. And then I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to go to slurry tanks, and I'm going to scroll along. I don't need to scroll along very far. At least I shouldn't have to. Anna Burger. There we go. Cat Dolly. So this one here is 80 instead of the original one, which was 40. So I've doubled it up. And we should also have taken care of the issue. I've got the rubber mud guards and stuff. I'm just going to leave those like they are. Now, I had that one as pink on, I think I had metallic red and then pink. I don't really want to do that this time. We find another color combination. something that stands out. One thing I do miss is that slurry tanker I had from a very long time ago that had this political promises down the side. And this one here, I've increased the price because we got a bigger capacity on it, but 52,000 I feel is still perfectly acceptable. So we're going to buy that one. So I was telling my dad about this, the political promises bit. I thought it was quite funny. And he said that near him there is a company that cleans out septic tanks for people. So they go to your house and they suck out the septic tank and then they take it away. And that one, it's got raw sewage in it. And they do have to have certain stickers on it. But the main bit that they've got plastered down the side, I've never actually seen it, and it disappoints me that I haven't. The main thing that they've got painted down the side of their lorry that goes around and cleans out people's septic tanks is, "This vehicle is filled with political promises." I've never seen one of those in real life, but it's absolutely wonderful, I think, that such a thing does exist in real life. It has really, really pleased me to hear that such a thing exists. If I ever see it, if I ever actually happen to see this thing, I will take a picture of it. Because it is just glorious that such a thing exists. And yes, I am on the lookout for a tanker that has got political promises down the side of it. I think that would be absolutely glorious. And no, this is not an excuse for you to go into the comment section and say your particular brand of political party wouldn't say it and the other brand of political party would. This is not a place for such discussions. Please do not do it. Any comments mentioning any specific political parties, whatever country you're from, by name, will be deleted. I won't have them on the comment section. All that is flame baiting. I'm not interested. Absolutely 100% not interested in any of it. You support whichever political party you like, and I will support whichever one that I like, and other people will support whichever ones they like. And I'm pretty certain that every single political party has the same kind of promises whenever it comes around to election time, which is why that's why some people put down the side of their tanker that carries raw sewage political promises. This is the point that is being made. Right, we're going to come over to here, and we're going to go this way, and although I must say, we got 121,000 litres of slurry, so one tanker load of 80,000 out of here, and we're going to be jobs done just about. I will say that my audience is absolutely spectacular, and I haven't had to go and delete a comment from any regular viewer in years. I think it's absolutely wonderful that I never have to worry about doing that. It speaks really highly of everybody that watches my channel. It really does. Right, you ready for this? It should. I'm hoping this works, because I'm hoping that it's dependent on the trailer rather than the cattle pen. So, well, it would appear that this hasn't gone quite according to plan, because it's not supposed to be doing that. I'm guessing that the overload... Actually, that is because this tanker had the overload for loading set at 1,000 litres per second, which is still 40 seconds to load it. But this is taking a lot longer than... This is more than 1 per second. Yeah, this is like 500 litres per second. That's got to be set on this one, which means I need to alter the actual map itself, because this cowshed is built into the map, so I'll have to go and find the right bit in the settings for that one. Either that, or we just get rid of this one pretty early on, and I get a different one and have that one pre-prepared, so that when I have to do an update to the map, I don't have to worry about updating the cowshed again as well, which might be a better option. But anyway, it's not supposed to be taking this long to load, so I'm just going to shut up for a minute. And at long last, I have 80,000 litres of slurry. That took way longer than One thing that I haven't actually altered yet is anything to do with the mini BGA. I think, yeah, that's still set on 75,000, so I can't actually put the full tanker load in there. I probably should have set the tanker load to 75,000, but I'd completely forgotten what it was, so yeah, that's my bad. But we will take this on over, and I like that my tanker does actually have weight in it. I think I've got the full weight of the 80,000 in here, which is actually pretty cool. So now I get to see if I can just unload this at the speed that I set it to. Let's have a look. Ha 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 ha! Now that's what it should have done in the first place. That is much more like it. That is exactly, that's what I wanted it to do, but it apparently didn't like doing. So it's to do with the cattle pen. The cattle pen itself has an unloading speed set into it, which I didn't realize. I didn't know that was a thing, so I'm going to have to go back and look at that. Now, we've pretty much reached the end of what we can do. I'm going to fast forward a little bit so that I can put the remaining 5,000 litres in here. So we're going to spin round here like this, while that one is closing back down. And I decided to go for some random colouring on this one. I thought that the colouring I got here was pretty good. Some reason... Oh, wait, it's nothing to do with some reason at all. It's because I just don't have the slurry tanker selected. There we go. Right, so we do that. And now I've gone through to lunchtime. We should be able to... There we go. Right, we've dumped the rest in. That is all now taken care of. So then I have got in here 75,000 litres of digestate has already been processed through. We've got 4,600 here. We're 46,000 in slurry. This mini BGA is definitely going to be getting some updates. That is definitely going to be happening. We've got milk that needs to be transported. I haven't made any changes to anything else yet. Oh, wait. You don't get a load indicator. You just bring it over and then you can load it. So if I do... I don't want to do that. I want to do... Okay, it's not letting me load. Why don't you let me load? You should be. Remember... Why is it not letting me load? Oh, is it because I've got to move out of... Or it's either I've got to move out of range or I've got to change the side I'm loading on. I don't think it's the side. I don't think that's anything to do with it. So we've got the load point here is in quite tight. And again, it's the out... Right. So whatever's doing the loading is the bit that has the speed determination on it, which means that it's the cattle pen over there, and over this side, this one's loading out as well, so that's why it takes its time. It's a bit quicker than the cattle pen, but I'm going to have to make those adjustments, because my tanker is capable of 40,000 litres per second. That's the speed that it's unloaded at. So we're going to set everything at 40,000 litres. But I'm actually thinking that maybe I should change it ever so slightly and we'll go in blocks of 100, because 100 is just easier figure to deal with. So if I was to do everything in blocks of 100,000, we have 100,000 litres in the tanker, and it does 50,000 litres per second. I think that would actually be pretty good. Although the 40 is not all bad. Alright, maybe we'll go with that. Let's bring you over here. How much milk have I got in here? I don't even know. Oh, I do need to undo the cover on this one in order to be able to load it. Let's not forget that. And again, it's the cattle pen that's so slow on this. It's doing the same with the milk. I don't like this. Okay, so I really don't like the cattle pen very much with the speed that it's doing stuff. To my mind, this is not acceptable behavior. We need to modernize and update. So we will be doing some modernizing and some updating. I've got 76,000 litres of digestate in here. Pretty sure that I can't unload the digestate into this tanker over here without first... it's that one over there. And I need to unhitch the trailer in order to be able for it to work. So I go there. Oh. Let me hook that one on a minute. And then let me have a look. I'll go forward a bit more. Right, it will not allow me to unload into this one unless I've unhitched this trailer first. I don't know why. It doesn't like that trailer. I mean, I'm going to do things a bit differently, I think. That's brilliant. That's absolutely beautiful. I guess the manure could be left a bit longer before we go and do anything with it. And like the slurry now over with the cattle, that's kind of slowed down a bit. But I need to do something about this cattle pen. This is unacceptable. What we've got going on here, I don't like this at all. How slow it is. So whether or not I can isolate this as a separate mod and do some changes that won't be reverted if I have to update the map for the new vegetables and stuff that's coming out, I don't really know. That's something that I will have a look at. If I can have it separate, then brilliant. That's what I will do. I don't think I'll be able to, so I will find a different cattle pen and we'll basically remove that one and put something else down instead. It's going to be a better way of doing things. So you are going to come whizzing along over here. Now, we have our dairy. But the dairy, I think, is still actually working and has already got a load of milk. No, it hasn't. Milk is done. We're distributing out everything at the moment. We haven't got anything ready to sell just yet. It's all being distributed. I've just got starch and French fries over there, but they're all done with as well. All the milk can go in here. This tanker empties out really nicely. I'm going to want it... Well, actually, that's not too bad, actually, the speed on that. I mean, we may change this around, and we may sort of catify this one a bit, but have some different versions of it so that it's a little bit more expensive. I'm not quite sure yet. That's to be worked on. And then I'm going to want the greenhouses. Going to have to do that soon as well. Now, I have 118,000. I've got starch, and I've got French fries over at the potato place that we will be selling a little bit later in the year, but because I've only... Well, the starch doesn't really matter. I know that that's now is like the best price. The French fries are the ones that are going to be the decider on that. Now, how are we doing for food in here? 92,000 litres of food. But because I'm thinking of changing things round on this cattle pen, I won't put any more food in just now. And is there anything else that I want to do? No, there is not. I need to go and get some sleep. That is everything that I want to do this month. There isn't anything else. I've planted everything that I need to plant. Potatoes, sunflowers, and beans are all going to be planted next month. So let's go in. It's only lunchtime. That means that we can spend the afternoon doing some gaming and maybe play a bit of Farming Simulator, something like that. And then in the morning, we will get cracking with the next fields for planting. I have made a couple of changes to a few things. First and foremost, I have altered, well, I've gone and made ourselves a cat biogas plant, so we need to do that one first. That's going to be the very first thing that we do. So I'm just going to take a look at the biogas plant that we've got ticking along here right now. So we've got nothing in there at the moment, and I've got 15,000 litres of digestate over here. So I'm going to gather up that digestate that we've got, and then I will sell the existing biogas plant, and we will get put in the cat one in place. So it's just going to be the basic level cat one. The price of this one I think is like 55,000. I'm going to the price of my new one is I can't actually remember. I think it's 100,000. I think I put it exactly 100,000, something like that. It's not like massive, but it is more than this one because I've increased the storage space and stuff like that. So we're just going to... Nope. Yeah. I'm going to go to this. There we go. That's what we're after. So we're going to go here, and we're going to sell that bad boy right there. There's 43,000, and then we go into production. We go factory. We scroll up through here to find the cat stuff. Here somewhere. Cat cereal. Cat 5 biogas. I've actually put them quite expensive, the upgrades on this, because of how much they can actually use. So we got the Cat biogas plant right here. I'll bring that one around. We'll rotate it a bit. Let's see. Have it out there like that. I'm going to bring it back more over this way, I think. I'm going to drop that one down there. So it's gone under the hedge a little bit, but I don't think it's too bad. And then if I go to the landscaping, we want to have the smoothing function just in case it has actually stepped it up a bit. I don't think it has, but you never know. So we can smooth that out. And I will just paint it over with the cobblestones as well. Okay, I've got that one now all in place. And if we take a quick look in here, I'm hoping. There it is. It's changed position. We've basically got exactly the same, except we've now got 250,000 litres of storage on each of them, and there's more storage for the digestate, the methane, and the electrical charge. One thing that I did change was everything has 2.5 or 2,400 units. Where it did have 2,400 units that it could do each day, each month. I changed that. Also, the silage, you'd have 840 litres giving you, so it's basically it was 10 times this amount in the mini one. If you put silage in there, and it would do 2,400 cycles of that per month, which seemed excessive, and it was the same with the straw, so I cut everything down by down to 1/10 of what it was for the silage and the straw. The potatoes, the sugar beet, and the cut sugar beet, I cut them in half of the cycles per month. I wasn't actually planning on using these in here. I just decided to do it anyway. And I left the manure and the slurry as it was for 2,400, and it does 200. It gives you 180 electrical charge, 1 methane, and 60 digestate coming back on it. So that bit there is now all done. The next thing that we want to do is you know what, I'm going to just slow the time down because that's going to tick away a little bit too quick, and we have planting that we're also going to want to do. In theory, my planter that I've got, which is, actually, I don't know where it is. Where is my planter? Have I still got it, or did I lease that one? Go to the stuff that we have. Plows, seeders over here. I've only got that one. I don't have another one, but I do have it leased. Right, so I've got that one there. I have actually altered and added in the extra crops that we couldn't do. One thing that I should have done before I started recording was add in the new DLC, or the new expansion, because I had that. So I'm just going to be right back. So I was looking at this one. So I've got this seeder at the moment, and it has got those vegetables and grains and so on, but it doesn't have the new ones on here, and I don't think it will, because the new ones, if we go and have a look in here, they're not showing up on that. If we go and have a look up through, we've got the aggravation pack, the premium expansion right there. Doesn't show the new crops. So, wait, there's a whole new. Let's just have a look at some of the new stuff. So there are a few new tools that we've got. Premium expansion, that one right there. And this one, so these are all premium expansion. There's a Bednar there, that's just a tank expansion, and you got this one as well. But these are seeders, and if we go into the planters, we should now be able to have, except it doesn't show them up on here either. So where are they? Must be specialist planters then. Maybe that's how it works. Early riser planter series, that's a mod. So it's nothing in there. Let's go and have a look. We've got potato technology. Here we go. Vegetable technology. That's why. So we have got the Grim Tools used to create ridges in which you plant your vegetables afterwards. Wheel weights on the tractor are recommended. I don't actually know what this one does other than the ridging. Whether it works like a hoe or something like that, I'm not quite sure. Special planter is used to plant the vegetables. So there are the new vegetables with the special planter. I'm not sure, then, if the new vegetables can be planted with any other type of planter. So we got this one right here, for example, is... Wait, what is this? Top lifting. That's a top lift. That's a lifter. This is a planter right here. This is the planter. So this is the new type of planter right here for the vegetables. I don't actually know if we can use the planter for doing anything different. You've got a single row harvester right there. This one here is also a single row harvester. So all harvesters are single row. That one right there. The difference in them, I don't actually know what the difference in them. This one has got an onboard storage tank, which would make it a little bit easier, I guess. This one does not, but it does 2 rows by the look of it. Go and have a look. There we go, 2 rows. And then this one over here is a single row. All right, well, I don't really know what this one's for then, if he only does a single row. Maybe he's able to hold boxes or something. I don't quite know. But anyway, I do know... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.